some of those city steamer bags as well can be so expensive. I feel like at that price point, wouldn't you rather just get an Hermes bag? This new bunny bag from, this is not related to the topic, but there's this new bunny bag from Loewe in Shirling, which is similar to like the ones they used to do, but the ears are floppier. It is adorable. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you love handbag videos, please like and subscribe to my channel. I love talking about different handbag topics. I was scrolling on my YouTube yesterday and I noticed that there were two thumbnails that looked very similar, and one was an unboxing of, like, I can't remember who it was, but I'll link their channels below, but one was an unboxing of a Louis Vuitton bag and one was an unboxing of an Hermes bag, and I thought, wow, like the boxes look really similar. Like, I wonder if Louis Vuitton was inspired by Hermes to adopt like an orange packaging for their boxes. And I did some research and I don't think that Louis Vuitton was necessarily inspired by Hermes to like also have orange packaging. And actually, it kind of looks orange, but really the Louis Vuitton packaging is supposed to be a saffron color, and it's supposed to be referencing color that they had from their archives or something. I then thought about talking about, do you think that all brands are inspired by Hermes and all brands want to be Hermes? Because I'm realizing that a lot of Hermes bag silhouettes are kind of within like many other brands as well. A little bit of research, but Hermes was founded in 1837 and they didn't start creating bags until 1922. Now, I feel like there are so many brands that have the bag that is very similar to the Kelly bag. Now, the Kelly bag came out, it was called the Sac de Pêche in 1935. And I am not sure, guys, if the Kelly bag was the first like top handle cutie bag or if some other designer created one before that, because like, I guess this is a Kelly bag. This kind of silhouette is really, a lot of brands do this silhouette, and if this was the original design, well, it was a very innovative design at the time because it literally inspired so many brands. I also asked myself, guys, like, this is a bit of a controversial topic here, but you know the Chanel Mademoiselle Turnlock, the 2.55 or the reissue, or really the 2.55 bag came out in February 1955, and Coco Chanel designed the turn lock. Do you think she was a little bit inspired by the Kelly lock, how it does this? Because I feel like the 2.55 lock is kind of similar, the way it opens, just this little bit here. Do you think she was? Because, yeah, I'm just wondering. I wonder what bags Gabrielle Chanel used to carry when she was alive, because, you know, she'd make a little ensemble and then make a matching flap bag to go with the ensemble, and I don't think that she was, like, always focusing necessarily on the bags with her fashion. She was definitely more into like the total look, and you know, she started out making hats, but I'm curious to know if with her turn lock she could have been inspired by this. I don't know, guys, this is just an idea. Maybe she wasn't, but you know, she was very influential in fashion, and it is rumored that the Alma bag from Louis Vuitton was actually a special order made by Coco Chanel as well. And well, the Alma bag is now like one of the most iconic Louis Vuitton bags, and if you think about it, the Alma bag would have come slightly after the Bolide bag, and the Bolide bag was actually well, not this exact version, but this shape. The Bolide bag was actually the first bag ever to have a zipper, which is crazy because this silhouette and shape is also something that a lot of brands do, such as Louis Vuitton with the Alma BB, and the Bolide bag came out in 1923. So there are so many silhouettes from Hermes that I feel like other brands were inspired to also put their own spin on it. Fendi and their peekaboo. You could definitely argue that is inspired by an Hermes Kelly as well. But the good thing, the thing about the peekaboo is I feel like it is a little bit more of a modern, fresh twist on a Kelly silhouette. I think the opening is a lot easier than a Kelly as well, and I do love the peekaboo myself. I've kind of always wanted a peekaboo, but I've never pulled the trigger. I love all the weird seasonal variations they do of peekaboos. Like once I saw this lady with a special order peekaboo in pink fur with like the FF monogram all over it. It was absolutely adorable. It was fabulous, guys. Like, Hermes would never do necessarily a Kelly so crazy as that with all the fur and everything. Although, you know, they do these kind of rare adaptations like the In and Out Kelly, or was it a Birkin? You know, sometimes they do interesting prints. And actually there's an Hermes book I'm reading at the moment, and I've noticed that some of the vintage pieces that they did, they've kind of done like silk screen printing and I don't know, like things on the Kelly bag. So there has been like some very interesting Kelly bags that have come out in the past, and of course all the exotic variations. But with Fendi and their peekaboos, they definitely do more exciting kind of variations, which are, I guess, more affordable than a Kelly, and easier to get your hands on as well, because some of these Hermes bags, like, you hardly would ever see them. There's also, like, with Louis Vuitton, I think the most Hermes-esque bag that Louis Vuitton has is definitely the City Steamer bag. Like, that, come on guys, that is definitely inspired by a Birkin, especially when you see it in, like, the exotic variations. And I think the thing is that makes it look very Birkin is the feature here with the lock. It's just like very Birkin-esque. And yeah, I don't know guys, some of those City Steamer bags as well can be so expensive. I feel like at that price point, wouldn't you rather just get an Hermes bag? Like, I think with like Fendi and that sort of thing, it can sometimes be better to just go for the peekaboo because it's more practical, it can be more fun, and it's not as expensive as a Kelly. But when it gets to this price point where it's like the same as like an Hermes bag, I honestly would always choose Hermes over like a different brand. They are such like so innovative as well with their designs. They really have set like a standard for bags that I don't think many other brands can meet, or they aspire to meet to that level. I feel like also the reason why I love Loewe is because a lot of their bags are very similar to Hermes bags, such as the hammock bag. It's very much like a Lindy. Like, if you look at it this way, it is a Lindy, like when you think about it. But, you know, the hammock bag, it is much easier to get than a Lindy from the store. It is also a fraction of the cost of a Lindy. Now, I went for the Lindy because, well, I'm crazy about Hermes, but honestly, I'm getting to this point this year where I'm like, I don't know, guys. I don't know if I want to spend too much more money on handbags, and I'm looking at, like, a little bit more affordable options. Like, Loewe is more affordable than Hermes, and it's also easier to get stress-free. And not to mention, they do some really cool seasonal pieces, like the Totoro hammock bag was absolutely adorable. I really wish I got that. And, you know, you would never see something like that at Hermes, I don't think, anyway. Maybe you would, but it would be very rare and expensive if they did something crazy. Like, you know, I have seen, like, you know, like Constance bags with like cool designs on them, or even like Ruly bags with the silk screen, but they're very rare. Like, they're very hard to get. Whereas, you know, something like a Studio Ghibli release, it is also hard to get, but not as hard to get as, like, you know, an Hermes piece. So that's why I also like Loewe, because their bags don't have a little logo, but they're just very simplistic, cool colors, nice leather, cool designs. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie guys, I am tempted to buy another Loewe bag this year because it's not as expensive as an Hermes bag, and it just, you know, I just love Loewe. Oh guys, and if you've seen the latest bunny collection, it is adorable. Oh, it's killing me guys, all these Lunar New Year sneak peeks, like all these like brands doing Lunar New Year, it is killing me. So there's this new bunny bag from, this is not related to the topic, but there's this new bunny bag from Loewe in shearling, which is similar to like the ones they used to do, but the ears are floppier. It is adorable, like I love it. And there's also like a grey version. So I was thinking of getting that, but I resisted, honestly, and then, yeah, I don't know, guys. I feel like I'm going to wait to see if they do another Ghibli collaboration, because I have been really enjoying my puzzle bag here. So maybe I'll get, like, a little something from that, but, yeah, I'm not sure, guys. I don't know if I should just fully 100% focus on Hermes or just give in to my Loewe desires. So, yeah, anyways, do I think that because everyone is inspired by Hermes, you should only buy Hermes? My answer is, sometimes I feel like you should just focus on Hermes because the quality is really good, and you can sometimes get an Hermes bag on the pre-love market for a similar price to another brand, and I feel like they're they just, I feel like I have less issues with Hermes bags. However, I do think that sometimes, like, there are some things that Hermes don't deliver as well as other brands, such as just like modern twists on bags and just things that are a little bit more youthful and fun. Like, for example, you know, the Studio Ghibli collaborations. I feel like that's something that only a brand like Loewe would do, or even like, you know, with Fendi and their like fur and all like the crazy things they do on their peekaboo bags. That's something that you couldn't get at Hermes. So sometimes it depends on what you like. I mean, and also it's the cost. I do have a sac de jour, which is quite clearly influenced by a Birkin. Sorry, I just got a phone call. So what was I saying? My point with this is like nowhere near as much as a Birkin, so you can't compare. Like, sometimes there are just some brands that are inspired by Hermes and you don't have to pay as much, and they're still well-made bags, so it might not be worth it to you to save up and buy a Birkin because they're just so expensive. So yeah, I don't know. I guess I feel like Hermes, they don't really follow trends. They kind of set like a standard, and I think, I don't know, I really like Hermes because I feel like their bags are very timeless, but I can see why people could find that boring as well, because sometimes if you're into fashion, you just want to get something that is very of the moment and fun, and, you know, not everyone's taste and a little bit left of center, and that's why I think it's can be cool to explore other brands as well. But yeah, I don't know, guys. Do you think that everybody is wanting to be like Hermes or aspiring to be like Hermes? Let me know. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you on my next one. Bye!